Alright, rolling. Alright. Before we begin, first and foremost, want to give all praises, glory, adulation, and honors unto Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi, Sham Rahah Kodash. Alright. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do indeed rule well. And shalom to all you Akim out there that's pushing the truth in sincerity and in charity. For as it is written, charity covereth the multitude of sins. Alright? We are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites spoken of in the Bible, alright? And we're out here on the highways and byways, week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of this place they call America. It's just basically Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, and to bring you back to your nationality, to who you are, alright? But we understand that only an elect are going to understand and hear this and be sealed, okay? And without further ado, we're going to get right into the scriptures, alright?
Sirach chapter 9 verse 15. It said, let thy talk be with the wise and all thy communication in the law and the Most High.
God, let thy talk be with the wise in all communication. Read that one more time out.
Sirach chapter 9 verse 15.
God.
It said, let thy talk be with the wise and all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
That's right. Alright. As it is written, wisdom is the principal thing. Okay? And so what we're out here pushing is wisdom. Alright? And not the wisdom of the world. For as it is written, the wisdom of the world is foolishness with the Most High. Alright? Like I said already, we're out here to push the destruction of this system and the uprising of Israel. So get that one more time. That's wisdom.
This is Sirach chapter 9 verse 15.
Right?
It said, let thy talk be with the wise and all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
That's right. Let thy talk be with the wise. And with all communication to the law, again, this is what we're coming to bring. Alright? This is what we're coming to bring. We were brought in by the wise. Okay? Through the Spirit, we were brought in by the wise. And so what we're doing out here, alright, being as the wise, is we're trying to push this same wisdom. Which this wisdom is the gospel. Okay?
She's just like kicking.
Here it says, it's verse 16. And let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glory be in the fear of the Lord. Alright, so it says, and let just men eat and drink with thee. And who is that just men? The just men are people that do the same will of Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi, the people that try and put on as the elect of the Most High. And it says, and let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glory be in the fear of the Lord. Because, you know, we don't glory in the wisdom of this world. We don't glory in the riches of this world. We glory in the fear of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. What is that? You know, doing his will to the best of our ability. Fear coming from the Hebrew word Yahawah, which means to honor, basically respect.
Exactly.
And, you know, the majority of our people, you know what I mean, 66.6% of our people, they don't fear the Most High. You know what I mean? They're doing all kinds of wickedness and things that are contrary, and they don't have a conscience of thinking about, you know, how, you know, the one who they call God is going to look at them or whatever.
Exactly.
This is Colossians 3:2, it says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. So it says, set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. And so there's a note next to the word affection. It means mind. So, you know what I mean? You're supposed to put your focus on things above. Like, for example, you know, me and his brother, you know, there's Israelites out there that think that, you know, you're just supposed to financially struggle and all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, we're under the curses, but you don't want to, you know, just like if you're able to make, just say like get a little bit more training on your job and make a little bit more money so you could maintain yourself in these times to come. I mean, it would be wise for you to do that, but you're not supposed to, like, you know, we may look at business videos and see how our business can operate better and be more efficient and all that, but we're not trying to be out here like, you know, like Floyd Mayweather going on social media flashing money and driving these cars that are going to perish and all this stuff. We set our mind on things above, not on, you know, things on this, the earthly things, like the scriptures say. In 2 John, about, you know, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, pride of life. Yeah, set ourselves on those type of things. Try and be mindful about the spiritual things. What's gonna happen? You know, whenever something bad happens, we just basically reflect on that and think, you know, why these things are happening. We know that this kingdom called America, you know what I mean, it's going down. Like, I mean, it's kind of maybe not off the top. Me and him was talking about that. I forget the name of the football player or whatever. It's just a side note. You know, just everyday things that we pick up and see. But there was that instance where a football player, you know, hit the other dude, the Edomite dude with the helmet or whatever, and they're making such a big deal about it. But I was telling my brother right here, think about, you know what I mean, back in the days when we had like the black players integrating the sports leagues and all that, and you had like them, you know, saying the slurs and hitting it with pitches and all that stuff. Right. But then, you know, this right here, they're gonna make it like you know, the vocabulary and language that the Edomites are talking towards an Israelite guy. Like, this is barbaric and how can you do this and all this, and you know what I mean. When you really look at the situation, the Edomites team and Steelers, they were losing, and you had the Browns player. He sacked the quarterback, and the quarterback got mad and grabbed onto his face mask, and it's like, yo, like, what are you doing? Why are you, you know what I mean? Like, are you going to just let somebody do that to you? So then he took off his helmet because the Edomite wasn't strong enough. Then you had the other Steelers players basically coming tackling him, you know, pushing him, restraining him or whatever. Then you got the Edomite still coming at him. Somebody should have been checking your bull, like, yo, what are you doing? Like, fall back. Like, yeah. Then the Jake, I mean, he just, you know, just say like if we're on the streets right here, you got somebody coming at you in an aggressive way, instinct is gonna be to defend yourself. Like, you know what I mean? You're not gonna just let somebody just do whatever they want to. Mm-hmm. So the dude he just happened to have a helmet in his hand, and he like swung like he was punching. And you know, they're trying to, if he was, you know, then you got the Coonan Israelites trying to have the Edomites back and justify, you know, like, if he would have hit, you know, a couple more inches with the helmet, he could have been killed him and, you know, all this stuff like that. But then, you know, just these are just things or whatever that they're trying to basically push this, you know, these like racial issues or Jake playing his position or whatever. But not to go off topic, but it's all good. But so it's Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. It said, "Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye."
So, I mean, and that right there basically is just, you know what I'm saying? That should be, what's the best way of putting it? That should basically be elementary in the way we do it one another. Because what the brother just described there was a classic case of how Esau, this devil, you know what I'm saying, this so-called white man that that is so-called today, right, is basically a demon from his birth, man. He was created to be the wicked. Hey, look, and he has a perpetual hatred. This is another thing that really needs to be pushed. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have nothing to look forward to in this setup, man. Not a damn thing. You see how these devils treated that football player? Look how them devils treated him, man. And then you had, like the brother said, you had these cooning ass niggas talking about something. They gonna sit here and back up that fucking cracker. That so-called white man, that damn Edomite, he couldn't even take that loss. He got sacked and then caught feelings and shit. Like, yo,
I got some else to add too. Then the other player, like of course I don't watch football. My favorite sports, or I just like combat, like the warrior type stuff. I don't really like football. It's like I can't stand watching it. I don't even know why I watch that, but anyway.
It's probably the spirit.
Yeah, make a long story short. But the Browns player, the Israelite dude that got, that's all in all this controversy, his teammate pushed the Edomite that was chasing him down, and then stood there, and it's like Esau just sat down and got up. He didn't want no parts of it.
He want no parts. Yo, look, hey, these devils know they losing power, man. Every single day, it's getting more and more evident. Like, these crackers nowadays, man, they hate us, man. They looking at us and they seeing us stand firm. They can't stand us, man. But it's cool because, like I already said, a lot of you damn jakes will never understand this, but Esau has always had a perpetual hatred for us, for the so-called black man, man. And he knows he's weaker than us, man. That's why when it's all said and done, you hear what that brother described there? That's just a small example of what's getting ready to come when it comes to these race wars, man. And it's going to be a great big race war in America, believe it or not. Yeah, Dr.
Alright, so Colossians chapter 4, verse 5. It said, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time.
Right. Walk in wisdom. Read that one more time, please.
It said, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time.
There you go. Alright, and so that's what we're out here doing. Okay? We're trying to tell you, damn jakes, listen, ain't nothing out here for you, man. And these devils, don't be calling yourself rubbing elbows with them, man. They've always had a perpetual hatred for us. Always. Okay? There is nothing wise about wanting to parlay with your enemy. Nothing. So don't get up with these. Alright? Look at what happened to that football player. And that Jake probably was one of them guys that thought, well, yeah, he was going to live the American dream. He was going to play football. You know what I'm saying? Race wasn't going to stop him. This wasn't going to stop him. That wasn't going to stop him. Now look. The Jake whooping Esau ass. Esau catch an attitude, and now Esau want to fight Jake. All of a sudden, listen to how the news portrays that brother now. And all that man wanted to do was live the American dream. He wanted to play football. He wanted to be famous, make all this bread. Alright? There's nothing out here for us, man. Like the scriptures say in the book of Matthew, lay up treasures in the kingdom. Okay? As a matter of fact, if I may have to get that real quick. In Matthew. This is Matthew 6 and 19 and 21. Lay not up yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Alright? Whatever treasures you got in this earth, guess what? It's going to be taken from you. Whether it be tax, whether it be some other 2/3, whether it be this devil. You know what I'm saying? Whatever wickedness goes on in this earth, okay, guess what, man? That's that moth that corrupteth, man. And the thieves breaking and steal. Like there's a term even that I be hearing a lot. She ain't your woman, it was just your turn. You know what I'm saying? Especially you guys out here that want to be family men, so to speak. You gotta understand, yo. Like the scriptures say, thy wife shall be as an harlot in the midst of the city. Okay? Continuing on, verse 20. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break in nor steal. Alright? Because in the kingdom, this is going to be our world. Okay? We're going to have total control over this. The law, statutes, and commandments is going to be the new law of the land. We're going to be the governing body. So ain't going to be no 2/3 running up, calling themselves wanting to shoot you and steal your money, or call themselves wanting to take your woman and all that. That's not going to go down in the kingdom. And these nations is not going to be over us. So we're not going to have to pay no ridiculous taxes. We don't got to worry about no dumbass inflation and all that, which is unjust. All right? No wicked, unrighteous decrees getting put on us. Them kind of things is not going to happen in the kingdom, man. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right? And so that's the bottom line. We're out here pushing the kingdom. Ain't nothing out here for us. You see what the brother just said? We do what we got to do. We try to understand what we got to understand to be able to navigate this world, to be able to live in this world, to be able to at least survive this. to be content, but ain't no life to live out here. Ain't no life out here, man. Like the scriptures say, use the world and not abusing the world. We're not out here to be rich. We're not out here to be super opulent. We're just out here, all right, to serve our sentence until our power structure comes about. That's what we're doing. Okay? And we're literally in the end. This is the end of Esau's kingdom. That's what we're living in right now. All right? So brace yourself, because it's getting ready to be real exciting very soon. Got it? Wanted to bring that quick point out.
So Matthew chapter 6 verse 33.
Yep.
It said, but seek ye first the kingdom of Yahawah.
There you go.
And his righteousness, and all those things shall be added unto you.
Well, what does the scripture say? The scripture say that the fashion of this world shall pass away. Okay? So seek ye first the kingdom. Read that again, bro.
So Matthew 6 and 33.
Con.
But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahawah and his righteousness.
Yep.
And all these things shall be added unto
And
you.
everything will be added unto us. Fame, glory, women, okay? Money. You want to talk about money? Precious stones, all right? Land, slaves. That's going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to get according to this word, all right? Slaves. And these slaves are going to be of the other nations, man. Handmaids, manservants, okay? Bed wenches, we're going to have them all. Alright? And we're going to get the cream of the crop of this earth when the Lord bring about after the Lord bring about the destruction of this setup. Okay? Get that one more time, bro. Read that again just to push the points.
So Matthew 6 and 13.
Push that, yeah.
But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahawah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
There you go. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. Again, we're looking for the law, statutes, and commandments to be the to be the law of the land. All right, we're looking for our heritage to be at the top of the social food chain, man. The socio-economic landscape, the political landscape. We're looking to control that, so we're supposed to be looking to that first, and then everything else is gonna come. That's according to the Most High. The scriptures say, anything that thou ask for in his name, he will give unto us, for we are his. All right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? That's who I'm talking to. You are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. And the Lord built this world for us. Yeah, bro.
Verse 34.
God.
It said, take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
Right.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Kind. All right. The Lord going to see to our daily, like the scriptures, like the prayer says, give us this day our daily bread. The Lord's going to do that for us, man. Okay. Doeth he not feed even the creeping things upon the face of the earth? Hell, he gave this devil dominion over the earth. So if the Lord was willing to give this devil dominion over the earth, which we all know that was just to fulfill prophecy, but how much more you think us? All right, the Lord is not going to just cast away his people. All right, so as the scripture said there, take no thought of tomorrow, for the things of tomorrow are sufficient for itself. All right, go ahead, Doctor, you got it.
It says, verse Matthew 7 and 6.
Yep.
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rent you.
Oh my goodness, there's so many examples I can give of that. I'll be here all day. Read that again, please.
So, Matthew 7 and 6.
Yep.
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs,
Right.
neither cast ye pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rent you.
This is one of the core reasons why we always got to make it clear that this is for the elect. This is not for everybody, okay? We're not out here to try to tell the average 2/3 bird brain, hey, listen, come back to this and come back to our nationality. You're an Israelite, brother. Especially after the first and second admonition, he wasn't trying to get it. Guess what that means? Yeah, he just wasn't for this truth. The Lord did not in any way open his heart. So guess what that means? We're not going to cast pearl before swine. We're not going to try to freaking pull you to the side and have these deep conversations and then maybe that might change your mind. No. We're only dealing with the elect of our nation. That's it. Alright? We're not trying to get it through to these women's heads either. That's especially the so-called black women. We're not trying to get you to understand what we're saying. We can care less if you get it or not. Alright? That is not for us to worry about. We only looking for the elect men, because that's who the Lord is calling right now. The elect men of the nation of Israel. Okay? So for all you guys out here that's trying to wake up the whole nation, well, guess what? We got news for you. Read that scripture one more time. This is what happens when you give pearls at the swine.
So Matthew chapter 7 verse 6.
Yep.
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs.
Right.
And turn again and rent you.
At least they trample the pearls under their feet and turn again and rend you. That's it. A lot of y'all that's in the faith, stop trying to get your immediate family into it. If they're not trying to hear it. Yahawashi had two brothers that was in the truth and two brothers that were not in the truth. Furthermore, he told the Samaritan woman, he basically called the Samaritan woman a dog. You understand? It is not meet to take that which is holy and cast it, it's not meet to take the children's bread and cast it unto dogs. That's what the Lord said to the heathen woman. Alright? So that should tell you something.
At some point, I'm going to have to go back to my apartment to get
So when it's all said and done, man, at the end of the day, when it's all pretty much cleared up and it's said and it's done, we're only looking for the elect of our nation, the elect men. The scripture says, "It is unto you, O man, that the Lord calleth." Okay. Right now, it's to set up our government, and then after the government's been set up, all the rest of the nation of Israel is going to be joined unto us. All right? But a good majority of us has to die first and then come back in the reincarnation. Okay? That's how that's going to work. The vast majority of us got to go. All right. Okay? I mean, it's too many times I've even made that mistake, trying to get certain people that I felt like I was cool with into the truth. And then when it's all said and done, I would see that the spirit was just not getting on them. So it was like, you know, at that point, I should have just shut it down. All right, this guy not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? But I call myself wanting to make him get it. And every single time, it turned out bad for me at the end of the day. Okay? It's like, no. It doesn't make no sense. If this person is not getting it, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, guess what? The Lord did not deal with this guy. Okay? The Lord is not dealing with this guy at all. Which also, that's a cut to a lot of you so-called Christians out there that want to say that everybody's eligible for salvation. Well, not everybody's eligible of getting this word. The Lord said He is the one that chooses. We don't choose. He chooses. All right. We're not up here because we want to be up here. We're up here because the Most High put us here. All right. Get that through your heads. All right. The Lord chooses. Okay, and the Lord is capable of choosing. More than capable. All right. We're only dealing with His elect. That's it. All right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 20. It said the harvest is past. The harvest is past. The harvest is past. The summer is ended, and we are not saved. So basically, this is an Old Testament scripture of the Israelites back in the day saying that they weren't saved, like how in the the Christian church, you know what I mean, they say that, you know, they just say if you believe in Jesus, you know what I mean, you're saved, but it doesn't work like that. Even the scriptures say, this is another scripture. So that just said, we're not, the Israelites back in that time, they weren't saved. So now we're going to go to the New Testament.
Yeah, you never tried?
This is Mark 13:13. It said, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So that what that's saying is, you know, that the people that believe in Yahawashi and Yahawah, that they're going to be hated of men. And that basically, it says, he that shall endure unto the end. So basically, you got to outlast, you got to endure unto the end. You got to, you know, like if our spiritual walk was like a 15-round fight, you know what I mean, you got to go the distance. You can't, you know what I mean, take a 10 count, you know, in the leading up to the championship rounds. You got to go the distance. That's what the Most High is looking for. He's looking for somebody that can endure, like almost like, you know, the movie like Rocky and stuff. Somebody that can take punishment and keep, you know what I mean, moving forward and walking forward.
Yeah, that's how winning is done. Continue that up. Yeah. Exactly.
So it said the same shall be saved.
Yeah, these are classes.
Alright, this is Alright, this is Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 7. It said, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So it says, and every one that shall be saved, it's talking about the elect, because only the elect can be saved.
Yep.
It said, and shall be able to escape. Meaning escape, you know, the destruction of Babylon, the things that the Most High, the plagues that the Most High is going to send upon this place in the last days. They're going to escape by their works and their faith, by the actions that they do. You know,
According to their faith.
Yeah, according to their faith, doing the will of Yahawashi, and then their faith. You know what I mean? As me and his brother always say, you know, everybody's lot isn't always the same, so you can't look down on somebody or be, or what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like if their lot isn't as heavy or if they don't have the same spirit as you.
Right.
Most High put the spirit on everybody basically. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. And you know, that's the thing, belief, actually believing in this thing. You know what I mean? You got people that, you know, you have people that, you know, that the Most High is going to reveal the name of the Most High, the name of his son, the name of the Most High and his son to people, you know, right before the, you know, the seal them. Shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my border. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So that's like the scriptures say in the Old Testament, the prophets, they've been ordained, you know what I mean, and when they were in their mother's womb, they've been sealed or whatever, or you know, made to be men of the Most High.
That's right. Yeah, they were chosen to fulfill that purpose. Period. Like the brother just got done saying. Alright? As a matter of fact, can you read that scripture again, bro?
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 8.
Right.
It said, shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my border, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So what was they sanctified to do? They were sanctified, right, to bring about the governing body of our kingdom, okay? The governing body of our power structure. And so that's what we were ordained to do. You got guys that were ordained to be lawgivers. You got guys that were ordained to be the law enforcement. You got guys that were ordained to be scribes. You have, yeah, you got guys that were ordained to be judges, like the brother just said. All right. Everybody has a different lot. But no matter what that lot is, if you're of the elect, what that means is you're basically coming into the kingdom to fulfill that lot.